Good Sunday to all One Eagle world, and welcome to the brief for week 2 against South, the week of August 15th. Hey, we're talking about win the play. We came off 3 really hard-fought losses. The guys played their tails off, and the coolest thing was to see the amount of mental preparedness, the mental fortitude, and the toughness displayed by our guys. We fully believe that we are going to be 1% better on Monday. And we already saw some steps and some great leadership in that. So win the play is our theme and focus as we respond as a program. Here's the plan to do so. Week 2, there's your schedule, very similar. Big thing to this week is the first day of school is Thursday, and C-Team, you actually kick off on Thursday as well against South at the Nest. Monday, Tuesday is full gear for the Varsity JV. Practice times are as follows. Varsity kicks off at 7 this weekend, JV at 4. You can see the report times there. Practice attendance continues to be in effect. If you miss a day, the only exception now is if you miss a day of school due to illness. Obviously, we do not want you at practice. We want you recovering, not being sick. Injury is going to be an important thing. We will send out a link in the remind that as people get injured to get in touch with Coach Davis and Steven so that we can keep a running track of the injuries. Therefore, we can communicate best with the position coaches so there's no surprises when players are injured. We want to do the best to take care of our program in a very difficult sport that football is. Fees should all be paid by now. Conference play starts this week. They must be paid. A list of paid and waivered athletes will be released hopefully tomorrow morning. And then fine slips will be issued this week for those who have not paid. Please get those fees in. If you've not done so already, conference play starts this week. We must have those fees paid. Eagle Cards are wrapping up Coach Johnson's party, or Group 1, the pizza party this Wednesday. Sam Mardich and Jackson Ballard are the winners of the $50 Amazon gift cards for selling the most cards on Blitz Night and overall, respectively. All cards must be sold by this Thursday. We will be collecting those and fine slipping those that are not sold come Thursday afternoon. Big question of the week is how you're going to get to school. We all know of the issues with transportation, and we want to make a program effort to make sure we give you all the possibilities to get to school. We can't solve all the problems, but we will be asking players if they know how they're going to get to school. And if you're in some way willing to help solve this problem, is there a way we can team up? We don't know. We can't solve the issues with buses, but we want to make sure that this football family thing is something that we actually practice, not just preach. And so we're asking that if you have the ability to help teammates get to school, please let us know. We will be asking every player on Monday at the end of practice how they are going to be getting to school this week, as we know that the busing to West is going to be extremely limited, if even available at all. Please let us know as coaches too, to see what we can do to help all athletes really live up to what we talk about as coaches, building the person, the student, and the player. The student part is very important, and we might need to pull more weight this year than ever. Going along with that, Thursday is the first day of school. All players will be checked out their jersey. We ask that they wear their game jersey and that they sit in the front row of their classes. We think that is a strategy for better grades. Obviously, teachers have assigned seats. In those cases, you do what the teacher asks, but if possible, if the option is given, sit in the front row proudly with that jersey on. Be on time and present. And what do we mean by present? You have to have an intention to learn. Don't walk into your history class just wanting to hang out with your buddies, which is fun to do as well. Walk into the history class with the intention to learn with your buddies, to get a little bit better, just like we do in the football field. And lastly, we would need leaders. People are going to be confused, lost. Some people are intimidated. Let's be the leaders that we've already established that we can be. You did it this weekend as a family, a football family. Let's do it for our community as well. After school, what do? There's places to go to study hall and rest in the cache or in the nest. Those are the 2 locations that the school has asked for all football players to be. You can also clear the building and come back for team meetings at 4. But we will have coaches in both the cache and the nest. And then you could be with a teacher with approval from a coach. Just let us know. But we can't have everybody filling up the building if they don't have approval, and they should not be in the building. Again, we don't want students in the school roaming around. Football players need to be in one of those 2 places in order to be the best possible members of our school community. Thursday, our pregame meal is going to be pasta. Freshmen with the last name A through M, we're asking for noodles. Freshmen with the last name N through Z, salad. Sophomores, pasta sauce. Juniors, breads. Seniors, drinks. Parent volunteers, we could use you as well to help set up the cash at 6:45 on Thursday. Game day. We have a couple game days this week. We have the C game at 6 o'clock on Thursday, but also for the varsity game, we need an end zone filmer to work with Coach Sheets. He's awesome. He's a great guy. We just need someone there that can help. It'd be great if you know a little bit about tech, but it's not needed. You do not need to be an expert photographer. We just need somebody that has a willingness to help us out. We'll be aggressively reaching out to people and searching out people that can help us with that. It is very important because it's one of our key tools to getting students elevated to the collegiate level of football. We ask that it's not a varsity parent because we want varsity parents to enjoy the festivities of being a varsity parent. Maybe you know somebody that's willing. Maybe you have a relative. Whatever it is, if you have any idea, we are in desperate need of an end zone filmer to work on varsity game days for the 7 o'clock kickoff for varsity. And then we will need 2 more parent volunteers, one for JV, one for varsity on the Snack Shack. It went really well this week. Huge thanks to Maverick Kirsch's mom as well as Carolyn Martin for all their help on the Snack Shack. Lastly, if your business is still wanting to help us out, we could use the financial help. We're putting up banners. We're working on getting those banners up this week. Please let us know. If you let us know as soon as possible, we can probably get those banners rocking and rolling. Contact myself if you're interested in helping out, and we can get digital advertisement as well as on the digital roster as soon as possible. That's your week 2 brief. We're so excited for this week. It's the kickoff of conference week. These games matter for playoffs. It's going to be a fun time. We look forward to seeing everybody at the Nest versus the Wolverines of South. Have a wonderful week.